Colorado Springs, we might be about to get some snow. Let's talk about it. The upper air chart for this morning's GFS run shows the jet stream approaching this Friday into this weekend. All of the models have consensus, as far as the ones that reach out till next weekend, that we are going to experience a jet stream and an active weather pattern. There is some uncertainty on the location of that jet stream and how fast the wind speeds are going to be. I want you to understand that the stronger the jet stream, the more likely you are to experience a significant snow event. This uncertainty is modeled very well in the next chart I'm about to show you. What you're going to see is all the different outcomes that might occur depending on the jet stream's location and placement. So understand that if we have the jet stream arrive a little bit sooner than what this says or a little bit later than what this says, all of those uncertainties are modeled into the next chart. Let's hop over to that chart and take a look at what's going on. Moving over to our ensemble, I want you to understand that the outcome that we end up getting is going to probably be a blend of these solutions. The outlier here shows the start time as 6 Zulu the night of Friday, so going into Saturday morning. However, model consensus tends to be closer to 12 Zulu the morning of the 30th. So that's closer to about 5 a.m. on the morning of the 30th for us to have our significant snow. From there, the end time doesn't really show any sort of consensus. It looks like on average closer to maybe Monday night, Monday afternoon. But really, some of the models show it going all the way until Tuesday, maybe even Tuesday afternoon. So no consensus on end time yet. Those details will become clear as we get closer to the event. Let's move to the next chart. Trying to move towards getting a conclusion on timing and amounts, let's look at the ensemble snowfall total accumulation using that 10-to-1 ratio. This is the model outcomes for competing snowfall totals. What I noticed here is that there are one or two outliers that show it relatively dry on the southeastern part of the plains, but that the overall model consensus is roughly 6 to 12 inches for Colorado Springs. That blend can be shown here on the next chart, which is essentially what I just explained. It is the mean of all of those previous models. So the average snowfall when blended together shows Colorado Springs getting somewhere between 6 to 12 inches. We do have those outliers on the low end of no snow at all, and then possibly a pretty significant snowstorm of up to 24 inches. There's still the possibility of serious amounts of snow no matter what we end up getting, so I'm going to include that in the information. But my particular forecast with medium confidence would be maybe somewhere between 6 to 12 inches for the town of Colorado Springs by the very end of this event. Again, we're in about medium confidence range for these details. I will update you guys as we get closer to the event. There will be multiple videos posted this week. It is just enough data here today that I wanted to give you guys a friendly heads up as soon as possible. So start preparing. We might possibly get a significant snowstorm next weekend. Pay attention to your alerts and get ready for the snow, guys.